Nnamdi Kanu attacks Uzor Kalu during his visits. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. Sources said Nnamdi Kanu shot at Uzor Kalu, and now I observe that Uzor Kalu's statement after his visit to Nnamdi Kanu in prison. I realize that Nnamdi Kanu definitely lambasted him, hence his statement on whether he will listen or will continue advising him. Uzor Kalu during his statement called Nnamdi Kanu supporters insane because of his frustration on the disgrace he got from Kanu. No matter what, Nnamdi Kanu earlier said he has already chose death before going into Biafra agitation and is kidnapped as the worst mistake by Nigerian government. Now the battle is getting hotter, sincerely. It is getting hotter, and if the information getting to us was that Biafra, the indigenous people of Biafra, they came about a few hours ago. They said that anybody who is saying restructuring, that the person is saying it's restructuring on his or her own, you are saying it's restructuring at your own, how am I going to put it now? At your own, it is your own. They don't want restructuring. That is what you are saying. Now, what it means is that these people, previously I used to say, oh, if everything goes well and these people are called together, they have passed that stage. That stage, you see that road, they have long passed it with the way things are going. They are like, it is here or nothing. It is here or nothing. That is what they are saying. It is either you give them Biafra or nothing. They are saying nothing less. Once upon a time, had it been this thing happen, I would say, if it had happened previously, if how am I going to put it now? The Nigerian government has listened to them initially before the raid on Nnamdi Kanu's house on 2017. I'm telling you, it would not have gotten to this point. To be very sincere with you. And I was saying then, what these people want is not even, they're not saying give us more money, like, people who keep likening them to, who keep putting them or placing them side by side with the bandits and terrorists. They are not demanding for money and land like these people. Because the bandits, according to that Islamic cleric, he said the bandits need more lands and money. And I'm saying, okay, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB now, they do not want your money or your land. Before 2017, they were saying, we don't want your money. All we want is justice, equity, and fairness. But unfortunately, they are saying no. Even if you say you want to now, okay, you want to now consider, time has gone. That is it. What does it mean? That even those... Another information that was made available to us was that in the person of Nnamdi Kanu now, the IPOB leaders, he came and he said that on the issue of the Igbo elders that went to visit him, he has said nothing. The information now getting to us was that the indigenous people of Biafra, they are saying they're not even in support. They are saying that particular act, that their leader, no, they are not even considering that. They are not saying anything. That means they don't have anything to say. Because, the social media was agog that time with the news that, the headlines was, IPOB bows to Buhari. And I'm saying, bows. Is it a battleground? Has it gotten to that extent? Now, if Nigeria was a state that practices democracy, do you know it would not have gotten to this extent? You cannot claim to love your people. You cannot claim to have their best interests at heart. And whenever anything that threatens them, whenever anything that comes up that threatens, that make them feel like, oh, I am marginalized, I am being, oppressed and intimidated, you counter it. Like, you do things that will take their minds off it, not what that will keep. That is where you do things. If you have a child right now, and that child starts, doing things contrary to what he does before, as a parent, what will you do? You will create out time. If it's a child you can flog, you might even, okay, fine. But nowadays, you will create out time, you sit down with your child. what is going on. That is when you listen and get to hear firsthand why it is going like this. Unfortunately, the government has been doing, like, permit me to switch now, Ojoro cancel Ojoro, one cancel one. That is what the government has been doing. The government returns everything these people say with violence and coercion. Look at the Southeast region. Do you know how many security personnel are on the roads? And do you know how many innocent killings have happened in the space of since they were sent down there till now? And yet, they said they sent them there for the restoration of peace and order to the society. All these things that are happening, you don't have to go toe this part. This particular part, you do not have to toe it. And even if you have started towing it, then you get to find out along the way that this is not the right thing to do. Maybe the right thing to do is for me to talk to these people. It is not going to be seen as an act of cowardness. It will be seen as an act of democracy. And by the way, if you really, really want the interests of Nigerians at heart, you are not even going to be bothered by what people are going to say. Oh, you are cowardice. Oh, no. Sincerely. I will keep saying this over and over again. You said the person and the ex-president and the person of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. He's one man that did things, but with his slow, will I say, gently taking his time to do things. Nigerian called him slow and, called them sluggish. But he knew what he was doing. This government, they do things, and the way they do things in the very, how am I going to put it now? In the very, how am I going to say it now? Whatever concerns this particular group of this region now, they come out and they act on it so quickly. But you see the ones that concerns any other region now, any other region, you will see them dragging their leg over it. A wonderful and a beautiful example of what I'm saying is the Twitter ban. In Nigeria, in less than 48 hours, Twitter ban was done and a committee has been set up. Do you know how many years, how many people are dying on that same particular day Twitter was banned in the northern part of the country? Yet, they chose Twitter over those people. What does it say to you? So, for Nnamdi Kanu to have made that out, that means he's telling the people of Nigeria and the indigenous people of Biafra, I have chosen this route and there is nothing that will make me stop. I just wish the people of Nigeria, that Nigerian leaders will not toe this part of violence. I wish they can come back, retrace their steps, and at the end of the day, things will now be fine. Democracy also means compromising. There are times you're going to compromise for the general safety of the whole citizens, rather than you just, you are so rigid to being yourself. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.